Now we would like to look what information we get from the survey that we conducted. Yeah? Remember that we were going to look at year of schooling, and second is as an indicator of development outcome, and second development outcome indicator is height. Yeah? And we group our sample into high class people, commoners, freemen, and low class people. We look at the average educational attainment between this group. Yeah? So in terms of educational attainment, this table reveal that the high class people, their average year of schooling is 10 years of schooling. So in average, the people from the high class are having school for 10 years. Now, and when we look at the commoners, the average year of schooling of people in the commoners are 7 years of schooling. Yeah? Now, and when we look at the average year of schooling for the low class people, their year of schooling is 7 years of schooling. Yeah? Now, notice that the year of schooling between commoners and the low class people are relatively the same. So either you are commoners or you are low class people, you are having almost the same level of education. Yeah? So if you look at the high class people, their educational attainment in average 3 years higher than the commoners or the low class people. So the fact that someone was born as the high class people, the probability of attaining a certain level of education is relatively higher than the low class of people. Or in average, he get an expectation of attaining 3 years higher than the rest of the people in the island. After concluding the result of our survey, which basically telling that because of the existence of social tradition that is dividing people into a high class people and others, there has been an educational gap in the society. Now we look at literature. What is the literature that exists in literature that explain why this is happening? So the first the group of literature that explain how these high class people could have a better performance in education than the low class people is a literature that is called the elite capture phenomena. Yeah? So the elite capture theory basically said that the elite in the society capture the factor of production, ownership of land, capital, and also sometimes through capturing the local power, local government or informal institution, or sometimes through capturing the local rule and norm. They discriminate the rest of the people in society. Yeah? So because they were able to capture either one of these factor, and many cases that they are actually capturing the three together, the key production, the power, and the norm, they could discriminate other who not part of their group. And so they are able to achieve a higher performance than other. Now the second theory that actually explaining why the high class people could achieve a higher education is through a theory that is proposed by people like Armstrong. It's about social norm. So the social norm theory basically tell that it is rather not normal for the people in the low class to achieve what is achieved by the people in the high class. So the people in the low class by norm do not even dream to achieve a high level of education as high as the people in the high class. So norm actually in a way restrict their dream to achieve a better development outcome. Yeah. So these two theories are around in literature explaining why social traditions such as I mentioned in several previous sections of this course creating a development gap and particularly a lower performance of development in the majority of society, which is not the elite group. Yeah, so I have mentioned about the theories that explaining why and how the high class people can actually achieve a better performance than the low class people.